Tell me how a muscle relaxing is supposed to make you better.
There's no muscle relaxer that I've prescribed.
That's what it is. You can call it an antipsychotic all you want, but it's still a muscle relaxer.
You might be having the
And it
sedating
doesn't
side
help my
effects
back, my broken back.
because it's not indicated for your broken back.
Well, then stop prescribing it to me because it's not
I
helping.
will need to continue to prescribe. I believe it has helped.
It's medical mispractice. I mean, you don't just order something and then say that's what you're stuck with if it's not helping. You listen to the patient and then you go according to what the patient tells you.
And I'm going with what you tell me.
That it doesn't help and that you're going to force me to take it anyway.
But the symptoms
that's medical mispractice.
And we can
Jag officer.
disagree with that. Your score for the depressive symptomatology is 3, which put you in the range of no major depression.
According to who?
The questionnaire that you answered.
According to the fact that you won't help me find my wife, you don't listen to the fact that the medication isn't helping. I'm sleeping all day.
How many hours do you sleep?
Sleeping until noon, usually.
And do you go to bed?
Varies. I mean, the medication doesn't help. All it does is ruin my eyesight and then puts me to sleep. And then I sleep until like noon. It doesn't solve problems to put someone to sleep. All it does is put them to sleep and they wake up with the problem. You're not solving problems, you're debilitating the process. So how is putting me to sleep solving the problem, doctor?
Controls your agitation.
What agitation?
You haven't had agitation since
the fact that
I've
filed multiple FBI reports with internet harassment, the fact that the banks aren't counting my currency properly, the fact that I've already contacted the Queen, they don't have anything to say. None of the authorities can argue my position. What is your authority?
I do not have any authority. My authority is...
Great. So then you shouldn't be arguing with me. You should be doing what I say. Civil and constitutional law. That's the way it works. Now, what's the agitation?
What's the agitation? Your history of agitation.
What history of agitation? You don't even know about my high school. You're talking about abusive behavior. You still haven't looked at my high school career where my dad threw me out of the house and beat me for no reason. You didn't look that up. You don't know that. What agitation? Your dereliction? Conduct on becoming an officer and a citizen? What agitation? Jag officer, colonel, general, emperor. Where is the agitation? Your lack of ability to do your job properly? Where'd you get your orders?
What I'm going to do is continue to petition for you to be in treatment. And, I don't have any authority to mandate you to treatment, but the judge would.
The judge doesn't have the authority. I'm an international paramilitary operation. I did that through the Ford cases. Look it up at the court case. Where's the authority? Civil and constitutional law. We the people in order to form a more perfect union. Where's the doctrine that dictates your behavior in order for you to call yourself a doctor?
I don't have a doctrine. I have my education. I have papers.
Well, in order to call yourself a doctor, you're supposed to have a doctrine to dictate your behavior. I have my doctrine. Do you have yours?
I have my doctrine. I have my doctorate degree.
And
that's what I'm going by. And what we're going to do is to go in front of the judge. You will state your case, I will state mine, and let the judge. And if you feel that you're not under the jurisdiction of the judge because you're international paramilitary, that's what you need to.
I already did 4 times.
And we can go for the 5th time because it's due for renewal.
It's hearsay. It's perjury.
And
it's libelous slander.
And that's what we're going to.
I mean, I've already posted my case. All the evidence is already on the internet.
No,
I already gave it to the FBI.
Are you having thoughts wanting to hurt other people?
I want to get back home to my wife. I've got better things to do than watch people shove their heads up their asses because they want to pretend they know things.
Are you having thoughts of wanting to hurt yourself or other people?
Are you listening to what I just said? It is being recorded.
Yeah.
So what did I say? Are you having trouble understanding reality? There's too many things going on at once for you?
My question is, are you having thoughts of wanting to hurt others?
I am trying to get home to my wife.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yes, it does.
How does it answer the question?
I am trying to get home to my wife.
How do you suppose you can do that?
I wonder what Freud would say about the fact that me trying to get home to my wife makes you think of violent behavior.
No, I'm just asking a question, and I don't see the correlation of your.
What would Freud say about the fact that when someone tells you that they're trying to get home to your wife, you immediately go to violent behavior?
I don't know that you interpreted it that way.
I didn't interpret it that way. You interpreted it that
way. Okay, so how...
It's been 25 years since we were ripped apart illegally. You all woke me up from my sleeper cell position. I have been more than courteous considering the offenses that have been imposed on me for the past 25 years. I'm being very courteous now. I am asking for what should be natural behavior considering the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America.
No, Courtney, any concerns at all? Any problems with him taking medications?
There hasn't been.
Other than the fact of the complaint that it's not helping.
It's not helping.
Right.
And he verbalized that before.
Not to me, but to other staff, yes.
Okay. How about adding another medication?
Dexedrine would help.
Dexedrine is
It would help my back because I was already on Adderall once, and the only problem with Adderall is that my doctor abandoned me, and then I went through horrible withdrawals. And the reason why I asked for Dexedrine is I heard that if for whatever reason that I would stop taking them, because I prefer to take them PRN, the withdrawals would be not as bad. Because I would think maybe 20 milligrams in the morning, and then maybe a PRN of a 10 milligram tablet at night.
Bradford, I don't think Adderall is something that's indicated for the condition.
My broken back, it would help. My depression, it would help. And my sleep, it would help. And that would also help I already said depression.
There are antidepressants that we can use for depression.
I've been on those before. I've been on everything already. Just let me take something that works. It helps sleep. I've got a broken back. And it would help my depression. And it would also help me get back into my physical therapy. I mean, there's more reason to take than there is not to take. And if you want to put me back on Adderall, fine. But
no, I'm not
20 milligrams in the morning and then a PRN 10 milligram at night to help with sleep.
I'm not going to put you on Adderall or Dexedrine because it's not a medication that...
According to who? I've already been prescribed to it. What are you trying to say?
Well,
it's already been established that it helps. You can't say that it doesn't. It's scientific imperial...
And that's something that you need...
Imperial method. There is no it doesn't work. It's already been proven that it does. I've got history that it already does. That doesn't work anymore. We can't say that it doesn't. It's already been proven that it does.
What I'm going to recommend is to add medication to your closer.
Don't add medication. Add what I told you to add.
I cannot add that medication.
Yes, you can. There isn't any reason that you, in all your books, that you can't. If it's already been proven that it works, there's no reason for you to say that it doesn't work, since it already been proven that it does. It's the imperial method.
From what I know of the medication symptoms, it's not.
What do you know of my symptoms?
What we're talking about.
What are we talking about? I tell you something works, and then you go, okay, well then here, let me hand you something else. That isn't how it works.
Not everything
that's some broken grammar.
Work for us.
This doesn't work. Here's something that works. Oh, okay. Well, here, let me hand you something else. That's broken grammar. I'm not Tibetan. That doesn't work on me. I don't want anything else. I'm telling you what works. Give me what works. It's medical mispractice. It shouldn't be that difficult. I've got the history. I've got the rank. I've got the title. I've got the surname. It's my responsibility. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be productive. I don't like doing nothing. I don't want to be lying in bed all day, taking sedatives that don't work and muscle relaxants. I've got Tai Chi Wushu dance practice for my back that I need to be doing, and I don't need to be.
Have you consulted with your primary about medications for your back?
Have I seen my primary care doctor?
For your back?
Not for his back.
But that's the person you need to see for problems with your back to help you do the physical therapy, all the physical activities you want to do.
I have mentioned it to anyone who I can mention it to. I keep on getting bounced around. Point is, it helps with depression, helps with my adult attention deficit disorder, helps with my back, and it helps with my sleep, because I have not been getting restful sleep. I've already taken it. It's already been proven. Empirical method. Why should I take a bunch of other stuff that has already been proven not to work? It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it. Let me take something that works so I can get back to work. There isn't any legal, medical reason for me to take anything. I'm not a leech. I'm not a parasite. I'm not here to get away with anything. I'm here to uphold the standard of all standards. Let me do what I do. International paramilitary operation, Sulky Smooth, Deal Lucifer, Her Royal Majesty's Air Service, and Legal Assassin.
Now, when you say the watery mouth, when does that happen?
Usually at night.
At night? Do you need to change pillowcases every?
I haven't seen any need to.
So what we can do, if you don't want to add the medication, is to increase the closure to 450 at bedtime.
I don't want to add anything that doesn't work. Adderall or Dexedrine will work.
I'm not going to prescribe you a stimulant.
Why?
Because it's not indicated for what you have.
Yes, it is. It already has been.
If you
feel, it's right there in my medical background.
You can get a second opinion on whether you need to.
It's already been established in my medical background.
Even if it's established in your medical background, your symptoms change, and what I'm seeing symptoms right now would not respond to Dexedrine or stimulant. would not respond to Dexedrine or Stimulon.
What won't? What won't?
Your symptoms.
It already has. That's broken
In the
grammar.
past, yeah. But if you don't agree with my assessment, you're free to have see somebody and get a second opinion on whether you need Dexedrine or not. But I would like to recommend increasing dose of Clozaril to 450.
And what is that supposed to accomplish?
Help with your thinking process. Help with the delusional thoughts.
Well, delusion. You think I've portrayed delusional thoughts?
Yes, I do.
Civil and constitutional laws, delusional thoughts to you.
Yes.
Okay. In what country?
Here.
Here? Civil and constitutional laws, delusional thoughts.
In the context that you're speaking about.
What context is that?
Which involves the paramilitary.
Oh, yeah?
And all those aspects. That's my assessment.
I've already proven.
And, you might disagree with that assessment, but that's still my recommendation. It's to increase the dose to 450 at that time. And then you'll get a Clozaril level at the next blood draw.
Actually, I'm going to get his blood drawn here today.
So, the next one. Not today.
Oh.
You get the Clozaril blood draw, the CBC blood draw.
You do realize it's
Yeah.
libel and slander, right? Especially since you haven't done any homework. Dereliction of duty, conduct on becoming an officer and a citizen, impersonating a citizen and an officer.
If that's how you perceive it, then I leave it up to you.
It's not how I perceive it. It's order of operations, rules of engagement, standards and practices, weights and measures, quality control. You didn't do any homework to check to see whether or not it's true or not, and you just say that it's false. That's medical mispractice as well.
What we call, so the blood draw is for CBC. The next blood draw is in 2 weeks, right?
We get his blood drawn every week with the CBC. For the Clozaril registry?
Her Royal Majesty's Air Service and legal assess.
Oh, yeah. Still weekly until February of 2020. So, the next week, you should be on the higher dose. I will call Erin.
Vote of no confidence. Vote of no confidence. Martial law.